things don't seem to be going right in our lives. I know many of us find ourselves in that situation. Life ain't turning out the way we expect. Sometimes our hopes and our dreams are shattered. I think about many of our members in here who have lost family members. And Pam hurt me when I spoke to her. She told me, Elder, I wish I had more time. And it hurts because when things don't work out the way you expect, you feel like everything is shattered and you're going such a slump. And when I think about that, I know sometimes we think about Job, but I don't want to talk about Job this morning. They got a woman in the Bible that's hit home hard for me. You remember Naomi? You remember Naomi in the book of Ruth? No, Ruth is my main character this morning. Naomi is my main character. Huh? Because I believe that many of us can relate in some way or the other with Naomi. No, it started off that Ruth chapter 1 said it started off that in the days of the judges, there was a famine in the land. This is very important, I find, because when the Bible tells you certain things, give you minute details, they're there for a reason. In the days of the judges, there was a famine in the land. And this man and his wife, Abimelech and Naomi, they went to Moab. Now, there is a famine in Israel, in Bethlehem of Judah. If you all look at the map and realize where Moab is in relation to Bethlehem, Judah, because it is just across the Jordan River. Understand that in the book of Judges, sometimes we would read the chapters, especially chapter 11 and certain chapters will say, and because there was no king in Israel, the people did what was right in their own eyes. That is important, because whenever time we read the book of Judges, when the people do whatever is right in their own eyes, God judged them and put them into the hands of the enemy and cause famine and all kinds of things to come into the land. Now, I ain't say that in Ruth, but we can deduce certain things, because when people are living under God's will and where they prosper, there was a famine in the land, but the famine was only in Israel. They had a famine in Moab. They not had famine in the other countries around. Only in Israel. So he left with his wife and his two sons. Kadir. My further research says that Elimelech was one of the elders in Israel, in Judah. He was one of the elders. He was rich. And I think this speaks a lot to us as leaders, not only in church, but even as a nation. That when you are a leader in your country or in your nation or in your church, you can't just pick up and leave high and dry and leave people there that expect you to guide and lead them. And so the Aramaic Targum, which was really a translation, the Aramaic translation of the Hebrew Bible says that Elimelech died in Moab. And they said the reason why he died was because he left Israel to go to Moab as an elder. Now, it went on to say that the woman's sons were married Moabitish women. Oh Lord, no. But we know that they ain't supposed to do that. So Mahlon and Chiliam died within the space of 10 years. Now this woman's life getting turned upside down. She husband, the male breadwinner, died. She said, all right, I probably could survive that. Lena could probably survive if I die, because she got Seth and Elijah to carry the baton. But the two of them died too. The sons died, Michelle. They died. So understand what this woman is going through. She ain't got nobody to carry on the family line now. Right? Nobody. Life has changed. You move from a place of status and riches to poor and nothing in life. Not one thing. And I mean, some of us can relate to how our lives has changed. But you know what? She had Oprah and Ruth. She had Oprah and Ruth. And then word came to her, it says that God visited his people in Israel and gave them bread. Perhaps that was probably one of the times that he raised one of the judges and turned things around. He said, well, I going back to my homeland. And she turned around and she tell them, listen, I want to go back to one of the parents and find husbands, and live on a life, because I can't find a husband, or I can't have children. Because if I get a husband, if it happened, I get a husband, and I get two, you gonna wait for them. I'm gonna go back. So no. And sometimes when we find ourselves in such a situation, we just want to give up, and we just want to get people that we know that love us from around us. We start behaving funny. But on the other hand too, she tell Oprah, listen, Oprah decides she can go, because you know what? If I follow this woman, they don't work for me. Let me go back. So, and sometimes people is only follow you a certain way until they realize there's no hope for them. And then they just leave you. They come and visit you in your hospital for 2-3 weeks. But if you stand there 6 months, them tired. All the time so? It's time she get better, yeah? I tired in the hospital looking for she. So Oprah left. And Naomi tell us and go back. You don't see your sister-in-law going back to she people, and importantly, I understood, and going back to her gods. No, I want to say there's something about Ruth that I realize, and that we have to be mindful of. Those of us who are going through some issues in our lives, we have to be mindful of the Ruths and the Rudolphs in our lives. There's something that Ruth saw in Naomi that would not allow her to let go. Somehow this woman felt that her destiny was tied to Naomi, somehow or the other. Somehow, and the thing about it is, I marvel at Naomi too, because all the stuff she was going through, what she exhibited and portrayed, the kind of character she portrayed in the presence of these two women was remarkable. They cried, they didn't want to leave. And that is indicative that even though this woman was going through some strength, she held on to her character. She held on to that character of serving God the right way, in love, in spirit, and in truth. She didn't serve Moab gods, because Ruth told her, listen, entreat me, please, not to leave thee or to turn back from following you, because wherever you go, I gonna go, and wherever you be, I will be. Your people will be my people, and your God shall be my God, and where you die, I will die. I said, God, help me if death alone will separate me from you. The woman saw and felt that her destiny, Michelle, was tied to this woman. So I want to tell you something. You have to look for them ride or die people in your life when you're going through some issues. The ride and die people, the girlfriend, the boyfriend, the family member, the ride or die, who knows that something about you. They see greatness in you, even though you are down and out. They see greatness in you, and they will not let that go. Yes, there's something about Naomi that Ruth will not let go. In other words, which is that I know you down and out, Naomi, but look, it's going to work out. Tap in there, but it's going to work out. It's going to work out. Whatever you're going through, it's going to work out. There's something you got to sense. There's something you got to sense inside of you that is going to work.